Let's look at another form of business communication, orders and replies. In any business, if the business is selling something, it could be product or services, they will receive orders from the customer based on which either product is sold or a service is sold. Orders are routine letters in any business, and their effectiveness depends on the accuracy of its details. Most of the contents of an order can be tabulated. Replies to orders are treated as opportunities to build up goodwill. If a customer places an order, an immediate reply answering that we can fulfill the order and this will be the conditions and this will be the timing would be most appreciated by the person who is receiving the service or the product for which he has placed the order. So an order is a formal document which places a demand for goods or services along with the details of the products and services required. So it's a very formal document based on which the company will service the order. Before placing an order, one must get all the details of what one wants to buy. The details can be grouped under the following headings: product, its specifications and quantity. What all will be the product that I will put in the order form? Size, color, catalog number if any, model number, unit price, so that there is no lack of clarity as far as the company which is selling the product is concerned. Packing, how should the packing be? Delivery, what is the time for delivery and where should it be delivered? Settlement of account, how will the money be settled? Will it be a DD, will it be a check, will it be in how many days, so on and so forth. Ways to place an order. How do we place the order? We could send a letter, or it could be an order form which is normally sent by the supplier saying please fill up this order form and give it to us, we will supply based on the order form. Through telephone/fax, but order necessarily has to be written. Drafting orders. Placing orders through an order form is quite simple because the whole thing is tabulated. All one needs to do is to fill up the gaps for wherever information is required. An order can be divided into three groups. First or trial order. We may place the first order or a trial order because we want to see how the product or the service will be from that particular seller. Repeat order. I am very happy with what I have received before and I would like to place a repeat order. Routine order. So the first becomes repeat once we are happy, and once repeat becomes routine when we know we need that on a regular basis. Replies to orders. As we discussed earlier, a good business will always reply to the orders that it receives immediately. Firstly, acknowledging the fact that order form has been received and they are going to supply, and hence they put first the business in peace, saying that your supply is being, we are getting it ready and that we will be dispatching the same, and acknowledging the fact that they have received and thanking them for the order. And it must include the following points: name and quantity of articles dispatched or being dispatched, date of shipment and expected date, receipt or date of delivery of goods, mode of transport and place of delivery, mode of payment and reference to enclosed bill. Appreciating orders from regained buyers. There could be a letter for that also. When an order is placed by a regained customer whom you had lost, you have managed to get the customer back, and hence you would like to appreciate that fact. After a long interval, make an effort to establish relations firmly. Show appreciation of a customer who has come back and also assure him about the services and products that you are selling. Expression of gratitude for the long missed order. Statement of routine acknowledgement, which normally we do in order reply. Assurance of highly satisfactory service, so that at least we don't lose him this next time. Changes in orders. There could be changes in orders. Some specifications may change. So this is part of the business. Reference to the order, the first order that was placed. Statement of change required, an explanation for the reason. Offer to cooperate/adjust. If some adjustments need to be made as far as money or product is concerned, what adjustments will I make? apology for the inconvenience caused. Obviously, if an order has been placed, then the supplier backend also has to do a lot of homework as far as preparing those products are concerned. So in case there's a change in the specification or change in the numbers, then it puts the supplier also into a lot of trouble. Reply to customer's request for change. See, in business, what we have been seeing in the last few sessions is that there is one communication going one way and there is another communication coming this way, and hence a lot of transactions happens through communication. If the change requested by the customer can be made without much inconvenience, inform him that it will be made. Again, there is a clear-cut communication. That's what I'm trying to reiterate all the time. If it involves disturbance, request the customer to cooperate. Half the problems are solved if business to business talks happen clearly. What can happen is clearly communicated, what cannot happen also is clearly communicated. Sometimes no communications happen, and that's when all trouble starts. What will be the points when I am writing such a letter? Agreement to make the change as requested, explanation of problem if any and how the customer can help, statement for terms for purpose of acknowledgement. There will be some special terms now that the supplier will put, since he is going through some inconvenience. After sales letters, very important. Till the sale happens, we always communicate, but it's very, very important that the after sale also happens, because that leaves a lasting impression about the supplier. It checks that the customer is satisfied. If you want to hold on to the customer for a very long time, this is very important. If not, the seller has a chance to set matters right instead of losing the customer. Inquiring about the customer's satisfaction is the mark of a reputed seller. It reminds the customers about the after-sale services. There could be very many promised. It makes way for further business through the customer. If the customer is impressed by the way he is handled by the supplier after sales, chances are very high of a repeat order or a reference order.